So today we're just going to talk about this Vantrue N2 that I just recently got off a lightning deal on Amazon. I believe it was $50 off on that lightning deal. However, I believe if you have Prime, you can still get it for $30 off of the $200 price. So I paid $150. I think you could pay $170 for it, but regular price it is $200. And I'm just going to be talking about how I have it set up and a few other things. Also going to be talking about the mount. This right here is the navigation mount that you could order on Amazon too. It's a GPS mount. I'll include a link for that. And this is the standard mount up here. So with the wiring setup for this N2, it comes standard in the box with this light that goes to your cigarette lighter port, and actually has a little switch where you can add a little USB cable in there so it doesn't completely take away that functionality for you. So when I got this device, I originally ordered a Hardwire Kit from Amazon as well. That was delivered 1 day later, and while I was waiting, I figured, what can I do to just try to set up this cigarette lighter wire and conceal it, to see if it's worth, just keeping this and not hardwiring it to the fuse box, which would be down here. So in terms of concealing it, the only exposed wire will be this right here for me, and then everything is tucked inside of here. This can bother some people, but I'm sure I could get it more flush and back to normal if I really tried. And then it goes all the way down there below the glove box. It comes back up around, and then it just goes through here all the way up to right here. So that's how I have it wired. If you're just looking, you can't really see much of it from the driver's seat. And from the passenger seat, you will see a couple inches of wire exposed, but you would see that even with the hard wiring. The hard wiring would just be, from right to left to the driver's side. So I think, unless this really bothers you, this amount of wiring, or unless you want to use this port for something else and you rather just hardwire it to your fuse box, I think that setting it up with just whatever came in the standard boxes is the way to go in terms of value. You save yourself $20, and you can save yourself time as too, because with this I didn't need to tap a fuse. And it's funny, I actually bought one of those, add a fuse and the hardwiring kit, which ran me about $25, but I think I'll just end up returning that because I didn't need it. So here's the N2 that we've been talking about in Amazon. It's $200. I did buy it as a lightning deal for $150, but I believe right now you could buy it for $170. I would try to catch it on sale because the $200 is regular price. This is a standard mount that we had equipped at the beginning of the video, and we will replace it with the N2 Pro mount here, which looks a little bit more sleek in my opinion, and it has a GPS receiver module. You'll be able to see GPS and your speed in the software. It'll look something like this. Here's a hardwiring kit, which unfortunately I have to return because it already arrived. But if you're going to hardwire it to your fuse box, you'd want to buy this. It does not come with it. It does come with the one that goes into your cigarette charging port, which I was able to hide the wiring pretty well. So if you want to, keep it simple like me and not mess with a bunch of fuses, you could just avoid getting this. Have a more simple standard kit. You'll need a micro SD card if you don't already have one. They sell one. Apparently they said that you shouldn't use other cards, but I'm sure others have been able to format other micro SD cards. I just played it safe and bought the Vantrue micro SD. So I'm going to start the vehicle and you'll see how fast this device turns on. So this is the standard mount that it came with, and reading some reviews on Amazon, people said that this didn't hold up for that long, and they chose to upgrade to the mount that has the GPS included, which I ordered, and I'm going to install and kind of compare that. This hasn't really fell off for me yet because I just installed it recently, but I have this GPS mount that you could order, and you'll also be able to see your speed. So the program online, which I'll show later on in the video, the program on your computer that you'll have to install for this device, it has speed, but with the standard mount, it's just going to show 0 miles per hour, and you're not going to be able to see your location of the vehicle at that time. But with this, you'll be able to see that. So this is the GPS mount. I think it's a little bit more discreet looking, which is good. You see that it'll just mount onto right here, and it'll kind of be put on like that. And this is a standard mount, so just a comparison for you. One gripe I do have about this, it might just be my mirror as well, but it seems like no matter what I try, my image in here, you're gonna see a piece of the mirror in that, because the front camera is here, and if you're to tilt it a certain way towards the driver's side to get the driver, you're gonna end up getting that in there. So to just get a clear image up front, unfortunately, and with positioning, most people will get some of their mirror in the shot, unless you put it on the driver's side, but I'm not sure if you should do that. It might obstruct your view a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach this, and then we'll give it a spin and look at everything later. So I just want to point out here that with the upgraded mount, there is an adhesive, a 3M adhesive. So you're going to see that probably stick a little bit better than the suction cup one that comes with the standard. Alright, so you can see this is mounted on there pretty well. And like I said, the port is on the right side with the 3M double sticky adhesive. This is not going anywhere. You could always just leave this plugged in like this and take your camera with you if you don't want to leave your camera. So with that plugged, we're not going to mount this really quick, and it's on. So I think this is pretty good. So a little tip here is that this part right here, where the front camera is, can actually turn. Initially I didn't know that, so this can go up or down. So for me, I have that angled down just so it doesn't get the mirror in at all. So I'm going to angle this down so it doesn't get the mirror, and this is high enough where it could just get straight. I'm not even going to bother showing you now, because I'll show you later on the computer what the footage looks like when I'm driving. Alright, let's go. So I just wanted to know, this is how the device will look like. I mean, you could see it. Especially the adhesive that comes with the mount is it's white on the other side. But, I mean, from a distance, it's not that bad. Just to show you what it looks like here. So this was what I had to lower it to. I had to lower it to this much. I had it right up here, and I had to probably lower it an inch and a half, because before I didn't think about it, but the camera has to clear this, so this camera has to just be lower than that mirror to not get in it. So before I was in a more discreet location, which could help and flush with the mirror. Now I had to lower it, make it a little bit more offset, and the wire is going to be hanging down there more. However, it's not that bad for what you get, so we'll take it for another spin. Part 2. Alright. If I hit this car behind me, you guys will see. Not see actually. Sorry, someone just came in and went and parked directly behind me. I'm in a very tight spot here. Alright, so that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Hope this is better in terms of being able to see me. Now we can just rotate this a little more. Alright, so we're going about 35 now. I hope it represents that, shows that for you guys. I hope I didn't get a flat tire there, because when I was trying to back out, I almost busted my tire open. That was just a result of someone that stopped by my house, parking so no one else could get out of the driveway. Sometimes that person does that, and then I have to struggle to get out. I mean, I could have just went in there and grabbed their keys and moved their car, asked them to move their car, but just being impatient there. Hope you had fun watching me struggle. That pipe sound when I was backing out, there used to be a pole and that got knocked down. There's like a little remnants of a pipe. So when I was backing up, I thought like I busted my tire open, but it was just me. It's the plastic of my car hitting that pipe. Thank God I stopped my car. I stayed a ball. Kids are bawling over there by themselves. This girl is bawling alone, trick-shotting. Yeah, with this camera, I think it's advantageous for the passenger. They get like a whole full body shot in there. For the driver, it's a little awkward, primarily because of the mirror. Some people might have smaller mirrors. Mine is like very large, powered mirror. Gets in the way. We're doing the same route here. I just want to see how well the speed on the software, how well it captures when I'm actually going. So I'm going 45 with the tires and wheels I have on right now. I might be actually going like 43, 42, 43, 44. So let me speed up a little bit. Right now I should be going about 45 on the software. Now we're going to do everything we just did in reverse. Nah, just kidding. Let's park on the street. So before we end it, I just wanted to share the software with you all. So when you're opening the software up, you'll see a map. As whatever clip you upload, the map will update. This is only if you have the mount, the new mount that I installed, GPS module. So it'll show exactly where you are, and it'll show the trip that you took during that footage, which is pretty neat. I'm going to move that off stream just because I don't want to share the map exactly where I am. I'll move this. Then you could see the map is on the right hand side here. Alright, so that was pretty bad. Change the volume. That was pretty bad. Hope you had fun watching me struggle. You can also change the speed here up to 4. And then you can zoom in finally. Also, you can take a snapshot if you want to capture something in particular. It'll save it as an image, your computer, which is pretty neat. So that's basically it. I just want to share that with you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm new to all this, new to YouTube, making footage, new to dash cams. I don't really have that much experience with cars or setting any of this stuff up. But I thought I'd make a video. Hopefully it's useful to some people that are looking into buying the dash cam. If it was useful, please just drop a like and subscribe. I'm going to include the items that were purchased and I spoke about in the video. I'll include them in the description for you all. So thank you so much, and I hope that helps with your decision making. You're buying this product.